Be on the streets waiting for my album. The shit never dropped, people asking me how come. Left death row in 04, what's the outcome? Reasons to stick around, I was without one. All about my money, homie, I gotta pal some. Since I'm the one rappers getting their style from.
Alright, so I want to start off by thanking Crooked Eye for giving Real Talking Y a chance to have a conversation with him. Thank him for his time.
Thank you. Dap me. Give me that.
Alright, so Crooked Eye, we want to just give the fans a conversation between me and you, and then they can have a look into your life.
Okay.
From the time you were born until now, have you grown as a man, as an artist,
right,
as a human? So I want to start off by asking you, what was your childhood like in the Long Beach area?
Is this censored?
No.
Or uncensored?
You can say whatever
the fuck you fucked up. That's what it was like. I mean, basically, you know how they say, you know, you wouldn't change nothing because it made you who you are and all that type of shit. That's cool. And, you know, there are some parts of my life, you know, the bad parts I wouldn't change because it kind of made me view the world differently.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's cool. And I like who I am as a person. So I wouldn't really change anything. But, you know, growing up, yeah, it was real fucked up, man. It was like single parent, you know, home, no father, you know, so obviously when we did sports events or anything and pops ain't nowhere around, you don't want to continue with that. And, you know, that's something I think is real serious in the inner city right now, because, you know, you never know who's going to be the next basketball player, football player, doctor, lawyer, if they just got a little bit of support.
Right.
And I look at child support like time more than just paper and money, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he wasn't there, he didn't do shit. So it was like, I was raised by, you know, my older brothers, my uncles, and in the streets. And you know what I'm saying, it's like, that right there kind of distorted my childhood, you know what I mean? Because I was exposed to things that kids my age shouldn't have been exposed to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And things that, you know, a kid can't really mentally digest because he's not mature. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the childhood was kind of fucked up, but at the same time, you know, it brought me and my family closer, my mother, my brothers, you know what I'm saying? It brought us closer because we were all we had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it ended up being a good thing, you know what I mean, at the end. But, you know, Long Beach was tough, you know what I mean? You had the gangs, it was gang capital, gang infested, drug infested, you know, police brutality was like, that was nothing. Like, Rodney King videotape was like, so what? We seen Jim get that type of shit just the other day, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it wasn't really nothing big. It was, you know, bad with that, and, you know, it was just a high death rate, high crime rate. And it's hard to adapt in that type of situation and focus on having a dream. Like, you know, we didn't ever have big dreams. Definitely passed a little bit of that down to me. I'm pretty much anti-system. You know what I mean? I mean, because I don't think shit is right. You know what I'm saying?
You saw more bad than good.
Yeah, I see more bad than good, man. I see that, you know, pimps and hoes ain't just on the corner. They're in offices, you know what I'm saying? And the system is politically pimping people right now, you know, so, you know, that type of stuff right there is just like, you know, part of what makes me who I am, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to say it was all bad, though, because there was some positive things in my childhood, you know. I had a few role models. Some kids don't have no role models, you know what I mean?
You had your uncles and your brothers.
And my uncles, my brothers, you know what I'm saying? But I had a couple people who would come to me like, yo, you know what, you need to focus on this, or don't get caught in that trap, you know what I mean?
Right.
And a lot of kids don't got that no more. Like, I had OG homies that would be like, you know what, man, you got a chance to do something, so we don't want you doing this. Like, you know what I mean? Right. If I did it, they would be upset with me, you know what I mean? I might have to fight a dude if I did something, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because they're like, yo, you got a future. Right. That don't go on nowadays, man, you know?
Speaking of that, they might have seen talent because you started rapping when you were, what, 8 years old?
Yep, I was 8. I made a song called Controller. My auntie, my mother's twin sister, rest in peace, her and my mother, they took me in the studio when I was 8.
Right.
And I did a song called Controller because DMC used to always say he was the microphone controller.
Right, controller.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, me too. I'm 8, let's go. So, you know, we went in there, we laid it down, and It's crazy because I can still remember some of those rhymes I said. You know what I'm saying? I was 8 years old. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but it was good for me though. Gave me some experience behind the mic.
So besides the streets, what inspired you, or who, to go into a studio, grab a mic, and lay down your feelings?
I think it was like, you know what I mean, just watching hip hop, you know, always being a part of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Public Enemy, NWA, you know what I'm saying? Ice-T. Watching these dudes come from a certain background that was similar to my background, you know, but turn it into something else,
right,
positive, you know what I'm saying? And be able to, you know, express themselves. And that was just, I don't know, because I mean, I heard my father wrote poetry. So, you know, it could have been like part of that. You know, my mother wrote R&B songs, you know what I mean? So
it's a family.
it was probably like embedded already,
right,
you know what I mean? But
embedded.
I just took to it, man. I took to it, you know what I mean? And I've been running with it ever since.
So you got into the studio as 8. Finally you signed with Virgin.
Yeah, I signed with Virgin when I was like 17. You know what I'm saying? I started off doing like independent stuff, like Out the Trunk.
Right.
You know, we used to go down to Kinko's and copy up all the artwork and cut it out ourselves and put it in the cassette tapes. And we was 13 and 14 passing out cassette tapes. You know what I mean? And then CDs came in, so we was doing the CDs like that. You know what I mean? And I started working with some cats, some local cats in Long Beach. A couple dudes played in the NFL, because Long Beach is like a city that turns out a lot of athletes.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of NFL athletes from Long Beach. And we started working together, and they saw I had hustle at a young age, so they would kind of help me do things around the neighborhood, like shows, you know, get my music out or whatever. And one day, it's funny, I was at my studio on the east side, and my homeboy Nook Dog came in, and he was like, yo, I'm gonna bring some people in the studio today. And I said, all right, cool. So, you know, we in there just working, and it ended up being Nate Dogg, Warren, Snoop,
Wow.
Corrupt, you know, and they were all young. They were working on, you know what I'm saying, the Chronic.
The skinnier Snoop.
Yeah, if that's possible. Yeah, they were working on the Chronic and getting ready to start doing some stuff for Doggy Style.
Right.
And they brought some instrumentals, you know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because really this is a classic moment, because all the instrumentals they had are classic songs now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Gin and Juice instrumental, no lyrics on it. We're just like, yo, that's dope, let's go. We doing freestyling, you know what I'm saying? Murder Was the Case and different Dog Pound instrumentals, and we just went in a circle, man, just kept going and going and going and going and going. And I don't care who you are, where you are, what you're doing. If I get a chance to show you what I got, I'm gonna do it. So,
right,
you know, I just start chewing up the whole cipher, you know what I'm saying? I'm young, I'm a skinny little kid with the old dog braids hanging down, you know what I'm saying? I got those khakis and Chuck Taylors, and I'm like breaking down these metaphorical, you know what I'm saying, rhymes, and they were like, yo, he's dope, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, my homeboy Big C Style, he started the Dog Pound. Snoop told him, yo, you gotta get him on the team, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So once that happened, me and C Style ended up hooking up, and we went to Virgin.
That's who took care of Snoop, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's the one who turns into the dog on the videos.
Right.
When Snoop was in the wheelchair, he's the one who pushed Snoop out in the wheelchair. Every time you see Snoop going to court on a murder case, he was the one that was right there with him, you know what I'm saying? Because he's like a big homie to all of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when we kicked out the house, or we don't got nowhere to live, or we ain't got no money or nothing, he always was taking care of us. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because he wanted to see us all, you know, do something successful.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So